Welcome to RSK Solution. In this video, we're going to explain you how we work as an electrician in the hotels. It's a complete video. You can start it from the beginning till the end. Hope so you will learn a lot. So watch it completely so you can learn about the electrical work in the hotels. So first we have a plane. We need to study the planes. Every plane we have a legend. It's called legend, and we have different kind of planes. You can see. So we have this kind of plane. We will tell you about these planes. You can see we have all the light fittings. Is description where we have lights, the heights, and the position, and which kind of light we are going to use it, like you see DB, emergency lights, and signs. All of them are mentioned here. You can see them very well. Then is coming for the power. We have sockets for the TVs, for the fridge, and for different purpose. You can see which kind of socket we have, and the heights and everything is mentioned here. You need to check them in the details. Then we're gonna check about the room. So which kind of room we have, what we have in the rooms. Like we can see they have bed here, we have bedside tables. So we have the desk, we have the TVs, everything that we have in the room. First we need to check, and we want to make sure we know everything about what we have. And also you need to check the heights. Like you can see where we have the DB, it's coming behind the door. So what we have in the room, like we can see we have the ceiling light as well. So we need to check everything in the details. We have how many switches we have, how many are two gang, how we have single gang, and how we have three gangs. So we have a ceiling light here, it's a track light. And we're gonna check also light fitting in the gypsum. So like we have a two light point in the ceiling, it's a gypsum here. So we need to check about them. And also in the wall near the fridge we have a light, it's 88 centimeter. We have a one gang switch here for the toilet, it's like a three gang switch for the toilet. We have two lights in the ceiling and one in the mirror light. And also it's mentioned about the how much distance we're gonna be. So everything you need to check in details. So then we're coming for the power. You can see on the side of the bed we have a double socket. For the height we need to check the legend. On other side we also have a double socket. In this side we have a double socket for the mirror, and also the distance is mentioned here. In this side we have a fridge bar, and also the distance is 67 centimeter. And in this side we have a TV and a desk. You can see the position and height. We're going to check it from the legend. And here is coming the low voltage, like we have a key card, we have AC controller, we have the fireplace. This is for the fire or smoke detector. And this side we have AC unit. This is very important. You need to know where is going to be AC unit. Here we have a TV point and for the television. And this side we have a extractor. So like this, whenever you're gonna start in flat or room something, first you need to check everything what we have, where it is. So like this, it will help you to start the work. So this is why, and also you need to check how you're gonna take the main wires, main supplies, data. So this room we are going to use it as a server room. So here we're going to control everything like powers and data, everything. So before we start the work, first we need to check what we have, which side we have. Like this side we have a bed, and both side we have a bedside table. First we're gonna check the plane and we're gonna make the marking. So we have different options. Or you can mark it at the same time, or first you're gonna make the positions or the distance, and then you can mark it after. So what I'm going to do is first I'm gonna write them the distance. So while I'm marking, I don't need to check it again. In case if you have a hard copy, it will help you to mark it when you're going to mark it. But I'm going to use on the mobile, so I just write them on the wall. The distance. This is for the ceiling light. It's like a track light, so I have to make the light point there. So first I'm gonna write it. How much distance is going to be one wall, and then I'm going to write it from the other side as well. So it's 255 from the one side, and from the other side is going to be 194. This is for the light point in the ceiling. It's like a track light. And then we're going to mark it with a switch for the toilet. This side we have a switch for the toilet. And near the entrance we have a key card, AC control, and the switch. And on the bedside table we also have a switch. You can see we have both sides the switch, light point, and also the double socket here. So for now first we're going to mark it for the light point and the switch. This is for the light, and also we're going to write it here for the light as well. Then how much distance we have from one light point to another light point. So this side we have a light point and other side as well. So we can see is 261 from the other side as well. So we need to mark everything. So this side we have a dB. Here we're going to mark it for the dB. For now we are just going to mark it the position, and then we're going to mark it the exact position after. First you need to check the legend about the power, what we have, how much height we have, and everything. It will help you to understand what we have here. You can see here we're going to have a TV. We're going to check how much height we have. This is just a distance from the wall. We're going to write it for the TV. Here we're going to have a desk. From the TV point to the other side we have a 26 centimeter. We write it P. P means power. You can use the symbol which is easier for you. And this side I'm going to write it from the left side how much distance we have for the power and for the desk. And for the fridge. So like this you can mark them on the wall or somewhere where is easier for you. Here we're going to mark it for the mirror. We have a double circuit here for the mirror. To make a marking we are going to use the laser. First we're going to check the FFL. FFL means called finish floor level. It's a point like where the tiles are going to be. So mostly we mark it for 100. You can see the laser everywhere. Maybe it's not very visible for you, but there's a laser here. We mark it 100 and then we're going to mark it the position. So switch is we're going to make it 120. So this is for the 120. And distance we are going to make it different. So here is going to be 16, but different places have a difference. So here we're going to make 16. Sometimes we make 10, but 16 is much more easier. So we are leaving the 5 centimeter distance from the switch to another box. So I think this is enough distance for us. So in the middle we have a AC controller, and here we're going to have a switch. Then we're going to mark it for the light point here and also for the switch. Here we also have a double circuit here. So for now I'm going to mark it different way. Maybe you can choose a different method. So I minus from 100 to 36 to mark it the top of the double circuit. So like this I'm going to mark it, but you can use different method to understand which is comfortable for you. Here we have double circuit and a switch for the light. Then we are going to mark it for the light point is 28 and the height is 120. From the laser we're going to mark it 20 centimeter above. So it's 120. We set a laser on 100 and then we can check the height as well with the help of laser. Here is coming 261. This is the other side of the bed. Here is going to be a double circuit, switch, and the light point as well. This is the top of the double circuit. First, we're going to use the level to mark it, and we put the box in to mark it. Like this, for me, much more comfortable. But if something else is comfortable for you, you can use a different method. And this here is going to be a light point here. And here is going to be a double circuit. Make sure you don't clip it on the metal. If there is a bit, you can move a bit the double circuit. With the help of level, we make a line. So here we're going to put a gypsum box and we mark it here. For the gypsum, we are going to use a gypsum box. So here we have a switch. The switch also we have 120, but this time we're going to leave a 10 centimeter distance from the side. We're going to use the gypsum box to mark it. We have a fridge here and the power and also the light point here. We're going to mark all of them. First, we're going to mark the power. We have 3 by 6 box. When we have 2 boxes, use the level to check the same distance from the wall. And we're going to mark it another 3 by 6 box. This is the high level and we have one for the fridge as well. Here we're going to have a light point here. This is a 60 centimeters, so we minus from 100 to 40. Here we're going to have a TV that is 140. We're going to mark it for that as well. So we're going to have 2 data point here and we have one TV here. We use 2 3 by 6 boxes and 1 3 by 6 boxes. One for the power of the TV and 2 for the data. Here we have a dB. We're going to mark it for the dB. You can see all the markings are ready. We have TV here, desk here. Here we have a fridge and a power. switch, double socket for the mirror, and side socket, switch, light point here, and also your socket, switch, and light point here. And this is the switch, key card, and control. Now we are going to cut the boxes. So make sure you are qualified enough to use the chaser and all the power tools. And also you are going to use all the safety equipment and cut it very carefully. And if you see the marking, cut it exactly with the marking so the box can fit easily. We're gonna cut it from the top, the bottom. Sometimes it's very hard to cut. Try to cut them safely. So now we're going to cut 3 by 6 box. Now we're going to cut the right side, and then we're going to cut the left side. So this is a 3 by 3 box. So now is the top on. You need to cut them deep enough so then you can block it easily with the electric jigger or hammer. So going to cut them carefully, and to block it easily we're going to cut in the middle as well. Now you can see we cut a lot of boxes. You can hold the grinder like this. Make sure you're going to use the hoover as well, so you make sure there's no dust. And how much nicely is possible, cut them nicely. We cut also for the light point. So now we're going to prepare the boxes. For the boxes, we're going to use a bush and a double bush. You can see we have 3 by 6 box. We need to connect with 3 by 3. Now we're going to use a double bush. It's help us to connect two boxes together. We need to open it from the one side, and we're going to connect it like that. Tight it good. Now we're going to open it other side, and we're going to connect 3 by 3 box. You can just connect it like that. Like that, the box is going to be connected. This is the TV point. We're going to connect another 3 by 3 box, and we're going to connect another double bush to connect another box. To go to connect like that, we're going to connect another double bush, and we tied it well. Now we're going to make it the bush to connect a conduit. So this is bush, we're going to use it to connect the conduit. So here we're going to connect two conduit. So we're going to make two bushes. And for the data, we're going to connect one size of 20 bush. You're going to connect two boxes like this, one 3 by 3, one 3 by 6. And if they're not coming good, you need to use a cone cutter to make a small hole on the other side. And then you are going to connect the double bush. Like this, they come in the center. So now we're going to connect 4 bushes to connect 4 pipes. This is for the bedside table, and this is for the light point, and this is the switches. We prepare all the boxes. Now we're going to cut the trenches. So we're going to mark them where the trenches are coming. Like this, it will help us to make the trenches on the exact place. This is for the TV. So this is the buyer. We are going to use the trenches. First, you need to know how to use them well. First, we need to make a small cut. We make sure the place is on the right place. Then we're going to cut them. So you can use different type of tools. Sometimes use the grinder or buyer, whatever is comfortable for you. You can use them according to you. We're going to make the trenches. Make sure the trenches are straight. Like this, the work look more good. Here we have two trenches. We're going to make two trenches here. Because we need to connect the double socket with another double socket. So like that, we're going to make two trenches here. Then we're going to cut it for the data point. For the 25, you need a bigger trench. And make sure you're cutting very safely. Now we're going to connect all the trenches, how much we need them for everywhere. Cut them carefully. Before you cut, make sure you plane very well. Then we're going to use electric hammer, a jigger to break the extra parts. To add 4 pipe, we are not going to make 4 trenches. We make 3 trenches. We cut them from the middle so we can make 4, 5. How much pipe is possible, we can make them. And use the right power tools. It will help us to make it, break it carefully. So first gonna cut and broke everything. Then if the small need to arrange a bit, we're gonna use a small jigger to arrange them. We're going to extend them because the double push doesn't come good. That's why we need to broke them and make sure the boxes are come very good. This is the double socket. We're gonna check the place for the bush is not correct. We're gonna broke more and make sure it's a good. If it's not, you're gonna broke more. This is for the fridge. And then we're going to use the conduit to connect them. This is the conduit 20. To bend the conduit, we are using the spring. We're gonna calculate it like that with the help of wire. We're gonna take the measurement and then we're gonna put it inside the conduit. We make sure the size is correct and we're gonna bend it like that. This is the conduit 20. You don't need to make 90 bend, but here we don't have too much good space for FFL, so we bend them a bit sharp. But when you have good space, don't bend them like a 90. So like this, we're going to bend the first pipe. Now we're going to check the another pipe and we're going to bend it like this. First, you need to check the direction, which direction you need to bend the pipe, then you can bend it. Is it better? First, you check and bend all the pipes. And also, if the pipe or conduit doesn't come good, you can bend it like this to come good. Like this, it will help you to connect it good. So depending on the position, you need to bend the pipe or conduit. So first, we're going to bend all the conduits, how much we need them. Make sure you bend them nicely. This is another conduit for the DB. So like that, we're going to bend all the conduit how much is possible, but you don't need to bend 100% because when you have small pieces, you can use them later on. We have a TV here, a fridge, and desk as well. So after that, we're going to cut them and connect them. So we're going to cut them and connect them. Then you can use the clips to stay on the position. It's important you can make the clips. The clips we are going to use them, we call nail clip. If the position is not good, you can broke them more. But broke them carefully, you don't broke more extra. So we are going to connect them. Each conduit have a socket. So if you use them carefully, you can use all the sockets. It will help you to connect all the conduit. Then we're going to use the nail clip. Each time when you cut the pipe or connect them, make sure you make a good nail clip. So pipe, your conduit doesn't move from its place. So we are going to make a nail clip in the wall. And now we are going to make it on the floor as well. Hammer it carefully so you don't break the conduit. So now we are going to cut it to connect the box. You need to make a good calculation to cut it. Here we have two conduit to connect with 3x6 socket. Check them very well and then you can connect them. You don't need to be hurry. Make sure the work is good so you don't need to do it again. Here we have the switches, an AC controller. We're going to cut them. First make sure the boxes are in the level and then you can cut the conduit. Now we're going to connect the conduit with the boxes with the help of bushes. So like that we connect them. This is the bedside table. Same thing we're going to do them. We are going to connect the conduit with the 3x6 box. Here we have 4 conduit. They are going different direction. You can check them carefully and cut the extra pipe. And also same thing, you need to make it level first. So when you cut the conduit, make sure after that the box should be level. If you see on the wall, we make a line to make sure the height is correct. Then we're going to use the nail clip again to clip them. And also, how I said before, the clip is very important. We have a gypsum partition. Here we're going to make the box as well. Then we connect the conduit. Here we have switch. It's a gypsum partition here. Then we have a point for a fire. We're going to use a looping box to connect a fire point. We're going to bend the conduit. First, we're going to bend the conduit like that. Make a bit sharp bend because we have two conduit here. So we're going to bend it first, the two conduit, and we're going to broke it from the side to make an easy bend. So the best way is you can calculate the height like that, or with the measuring tape, or you can calculate it how much distance it is. Then you can cut it like that. So you don't need to check exactly good or not. If you do it like this way, and when you cut it like this from the bottom, it will be flat. You can check another time, you can see the distance is like this. This is the easy way to connect the pipe. You can cut the another one as well. We're going to use the glue. When you have a looping box, you need to make the glue as well, because they are going to connect with another room and going in another room, so we make it in two direction. We're going to use the tape on the one side of the conduit and small pieces, because we have two extra places here, so we need to close them. We close it like that. We take it out and press it well, so make sure they don't move or they don't come out. So now we have the conduit of the 25. This is the for the data. So conduit 25 we are going to use for the data and for the power as well, of the dB main supply. Rest of the conduits are 20. It's depending on the location, position, how you can take the pipe to the server room. So here we pass it to another room and then we're going to connect it with the server room. So this is the conduit. We're going to bend them for the main supply of the dB. And also it's depending on your position. So here also we're going to just bend it back to another room and then we take it to the dB room. We're going to mark the position to make the bushes. And here we have 5 conduit, so we mark it from one side to another side, how much space we have, and we're going to make it 5 bushes. You can use the different method to make the bushes. So this is the one of the method that I use them. And if you don't understand very easily, you can put the bushes like that and you can mark the center point. This is also an easy way, but I use mostly the measuring tape to make a distance same. Then we're going to use the cone cutter. So then we're going to use the bushes to connect the conduit here. It depends on you how many bushes you have. You can cut them on the same way. So this side we have one conduit of 25 and other side we have conduit of 20. To fix the dB box like this, we use this kind of method to fix the dB. We make a small hole on the sides and two conduit on the front, make a cable tie, and we will use the nail clip to hold it the dB as well, and also it help us to make it level as well. Then we will use the level, small level, and we check the level and you tie the cables. Like this, the box stay on the position. So make sure the level is good. Like this, it will not dB will not come out from the wall. It will stay the level of wall. Then we are going to use expanding foam. Expanding foam is a good material. You can use them to connect the dB box. It is a bit expensive, but it is a fast work and also is a good quality work. Make sure you know well how to use it. In every possible place you can use it. When it's dry, then you can cut the conduit and connect the conduit. So bottom side we have 5 conduit. We are going to cut the conduit and we're going to connect them. We can connect them one by one. Make sure all the sides are good. So now you can see all the conduit are connected. Then we're going to use a masking tape, because if you see we have small net to connect the screws to the double sockets, whatever we have. And also the conduit where we have bushes, we're going to make them tape to close the part, so when they make plaster or something, the dust doesn't go inside or the rubbish. We're gonna make the like to cover them all the screws places and also the holes of the conduit. It will help us to protect the net for the screws and other thing as well. Then we're gonna check the level and make sure the level is correct. You can check them very carefully. If you see there's a small difference, you need to fix them before. Fix them and you can check. Now the level is good. We have 3 boxes here. First you need to check. Like they are not good, we can fix them. Now you can see they are good. Then we're going to use the plastic gloves to use expanding foam. You can plaster them or you can use an expanding foam depending on you. But now if you use a good expanding foam, this is very good. But first you need to know how to use it properly. So like that you're not going to have any issue after. Wherever you have a space, you can use expanding foam. It will help you to hold the box. This we have a 3x6 box and 3x3 box as well. The switch and the socket as well. Use it carefully. Make sure every possible place you can make the expanding foam. This is the another double socket here. Make sure there's a no dust here. If there's a dust, it will not hold it good. So when you make the boxes, first you need to clean it good. You can see how we are making them. We have another double socket here. This is the fridge point. Now you can see the expanding foam is also ready. You can see how the conduits are. You go to this double socket, from this double socket to another double socket, and also here going to be on the other double socket as well. And for the light point, we go up, we make a through box here for the light point. We go in the washroom, we make another trouser box and back to the switch. It's depending on you how you plan it, but most probably the work is same. Here we have a switch, key card and AC controller. From the switch is going to this switch, from this box is going to another side of the boxes, and from to that double socket. And you can see here the fireplace going from one room to another room as well. We have a one light point here. This is another example just to show you. We have a gypsum partition here. We are going to use a gypsum box here. This is the gypsum box 3x3. You can cut the box and connect the boxes like this way. Then we have this switch for the toilet. Here we're gonna have a TV. We have a desk place here for the fridge. We have another double socket here. A bedside table like double switch and socket and light point as well. This is a very similar design like other one, but here we also have a gypsum point. You can see we have TV point here, and now you can see it's ready here as well. Switch, double socket. Here we have double socket switch and light point for the fridge, and some double sockets and desk as well. You can see them. And also we have a light point here. It's very similar to other room that we show you, but it's slightly different here. Now we're going to show you how it look like from the back. Here we're gonna have switches. So this is the back side of the gypsum where we pass the conduits. So you can see them how we pass them. And also you need to plan a bit. If there's any sink, and if there's something like this, you don't need to pass the conduit from there. So that's why we pass it from the ceiling. We come in the toilet. From there we come into the switch of the toilet. And also we're gonna fix the conduit like this way. So whenever something wrong, they will not move. This is another example. Here mostly we have bricks. You can see we have a DB here, all the conduits. because here we have a bit of FFL issue, so that's why we cannot overlap them. That's why we broke the concrete to overlap them. And also we have another double circuit switch light point going to another side, a double circuit switch and light point. And also we have a toilet here. We'll loop the switches like double circuits, fridge, and we have another switch on this side as well. We have a TV point here, some desk and socket as well. So most probably the things are same. It's depending on you how you plan, but make sure whenever you plan something, plan it very good. It will help you to make a good job. To work as an electrician, this is very important. You plan very well. If you plan very well, there will be no issue, and also you need to check the details about the light point, about the sockets, switches, the height. This is very important. So whenever you're going to work for the electrician, this is the first job you need to do it to do a very good job. So first you need to check the plans, also where we have gypsum and where we're going to have the furniture and everything. This will help you to plan it very good. And also if you plan it very good, and also and you don't need to do the job again. And also if you have floor issue or the height, and this is very important when you start any project, first you go and check every detail very deeply. So thanks for watching. See you in the next video. We're going to show you about the wiring and about the installation. Thank you very much. See you.